Hey guys, what is up? It's Lost at Zombies, and I'm playing World at War, custom zombies kind of. It's Zombie Realism version 2.2. And I really just have been wanting to play this for quite a while. And I figured why not upload it to YouTube if I'm gonna do it. So here I am. And I've already got 10th prestige on this mod through disclosed reasons. Cheating. But yeah, I did use an XP hack because I didn't want to spend all my time getting to here. So if I'm to be blamed for that, then that's okay. I think that's the only thing you can blame me for. It's because I did not want to sit here trying to unlock everything. So I did have to cheat a little bit. But oh gosh, terrible voice crack there. But I just wanted to talk about my general skills as a zombie, as a zombie. I eat your face. No, as a zombies player, I wanted to talk about some of the stuff I do, and maybe my best maps, and maybe my least favorite maps, and that is pretty insane. Okay, so starting off, my playstyle for zombies, I mean, overall, it just has to fit the map. If you're talking about like Keynote or Toten or Ascension, obviously you're going to be running trains, and usually I like to run trains around the entire map when it comes to those maps specifically. And when you're talking about maps like 5, I also do trains on those maps. Basically, I mean, I do trains on every single map except with like Shangri-La I would do a little bit less, I think. But yeah, most of the maps I do lots of trains. Training is definitely the way to play in zombies, and I think most of the people know that. But just in case you didn't, there it is. And okay, so pretty much that's my playstyle. I mean, that's short. That's pretty much everybody's playstyle, but I always try to get wall weapons. I always focus on those. And my tips for any new zombies players is that you should definitely use the wall weapons to your advantage, because the wall weapons, well, of course, they don't need oh nice. The wall weapons in pretty much every single game that has zombies are just, you can buy ammo, even if it's upgraded, you can still buy ammo. Of course you know this. And it's just so much better than having to rely on the box. And luckily, with maps like Die Rise and Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 has really made the box pretty shitty, so you haven't really had to rely on very much of the box. Like people are less focused on the box and more focused on the wall weapons, I've noticed. So that's good. But still, just focus on those wall weapons. I know the box is still great, it still has really good weapons, arguably much better than the wall weapons, and I know that. I mean, that's still where I get my best weapons, is the box, but the box is a time and place. I would definitely say early rounds, try to use the wall weapons while you can. While you can. Use the wall weapons while you can. And, oh nice. Oh shit. Yeah, and in the later rounds, of course, use, shit, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. In the later rounds, definitely use the box and the Pack-a-Punch. I don't really play on maps that have Pack-a-Punch, which pretty much leads to my next point. My favorite and my least favorite maps. Now, this is not really counting the custom zombies maps, because custom zombies is awesome and there's too many maps to count, really. But if we're just talking about Treyarch maps, this is kind of a hard question to answer, actually, because I think, personally, that these maps now, these Black Ops 2 maps, you can't really compare them very much to Black Ops 1. That's just my personal opinion with how far zombies has really come within the last title, which is like two years or so, a little over 2 years since the last Black Ops came out. They've definitely been doing a lot, been working on it. I don't know if they've been working on it ever since, but definitely have been working on it quite a bit. Jesus. And So that really shows through in the new mode. And nice grenades. Sorry, I keep getting off track here. But what I'm trying to say is, with everything included in the new zombies, such as such as buildables, just harder, tighter maps, tighter corners, less training space, less area to train zombies, training space, duh, and less perks as well have really kind of made it more challenging. And so you can't really compare the old maps to the new maps. The old maps was pretty much just trains galore, and that's all it was. And then the new maps try to do some more camping strategies and some more linear, like, actual strategy, and not just running around in circles kiting the guys, as some MMO users would say. Some MMO players. And so yeah, just to cut to the chase, I have to say my favorite map so far is Die Rise, that Treyarch has made. Die Rise is my favorite map, but I do really like the maps that are on Black Ops 1 too. And probably my favorite map on Black Ops 1, since they are difficult to compare, would have to be, my favorite map on Black Ops 1 would have to be Ascension. Ascension is really fun, but it's also pretty easy. I mean, I just got to round 41 today, solo, with 3 downs. I mean, I had to go all the way, right? and I had a lot of fun. And of course, I didn't have to worry about the stupid zombies ranks. I'm definitely not a fan of that. Shit. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the whole zombies rank idea in Black Ops 2. Like, it isn't even explained very well either. The whole way that you, like, lose XP and whatever. Holy shit, I'm doing pretty terrible. Okay, so, yeah, anyway. But yeah, I mean, they didn't really do that system very well, the way the whole zombies ranks. Like, they didn't explain it, and it doesn't really make sense to me, but they did, I don't know, they do have some work to do with that. And speaking of Black Ops 2, the new DLC pack, Mob of the Dead, is going to come out soon, the 16th. And I won't be able to play it when it first comes out, but I will be playing it launch weekend. Oh wow, nice, got a break. So yeah, I'll be playing it the weekend, pretty much, of the launch, so I'll be able to cover that. Unfortunately, I don't have an Xbox recorder, so I can't record from my Xbox, but I can, but I will be able to, nice. But I will be able to hopefully talk about the map pack at least in some of my videos. Oh, and if you see a little bit of decline in my number of videos popping up, that's probably why. It's because I'm playing Mob of the Dead, because it's probably going to be the best map yet. I'm not really sure I don't know for sure. Holy shit. But from the looks of it, it does look like a pretty promising map. It is going to be set in Alcatraz and all that, and you guys probably know the details, but if you don't, then just look it up on YouTube. There's plenty of videos that talk about it. NGT Zombies talks a lot about it. And I gotta say, one of my pet peeves is going on YouTube and seeing all of the theories that the people who play zombies and just zombie fans make. They just make so many theories that are just mostly BS. But I mean, they are theories, so they're allowed to be BS. But I mean, if all that's flooding YouTube is like theories when you type in like a map name or something, then that isn't really helpful to the people who actually want to figure out like what's the deal with the maps and everything. So I don't know, there probably shouldn't be quite as many theory videos, because I feel like all they're doing is just mooching off the success of the game, really, and they're trying to get you to watch and subscribe to their videos so that they can tell you what they think will be in the next map. I don't know. I don't take it too seriously, but just something to think about, I suppose. And so, moving on to my least favorite map. And my least favorite map, I could say, goes for both games, because I've even grown to like Transit, which used to be one of my least favorite maps. I was going to make a point about that. I used to hate Transit, even though I think it may have been a cool idea. I don't know exactly how cool of an idea it would have been, honestly, with the bus and just moving around in the bus. And the map isn't really that big, even though they bragged that, like, Treyarch had bragged that it was their newest map yet, and they're not their newest, their biggest, sorry, their biggest map yet. And it probably was. I don't know for sure. I guess if you combine all of those very tiny maps together, it probably is their biggest. I don't know. I think honestly I might be complaining too much, but yeah, it's definitely a a little bit of a trip to get into. I think it's not exactly the easiest map ever. Holy shit, that must have been a boss. It's not the easiest map ever, but I noticed that it's not that bad. It's actually really fun with the bank, with the difficult to reach Pack-a-Punch. The Pack-a-Punch actually was pretty tough. I just got that a few days ago, just trying it out. And mind you, I had been playing Transit since the game's release, and haven't been able to get the Pack-a-Punch. Not every day, but just a little bit here and there. Been trying to get Pack-a-Punch and all that. So the point is, Transit is not my least favorite map, but I think my least favorite map would probably come down to either Call of the Dead or Shangri-La. Because Call of the Dead has fog, which I really am not a huge fan of. Like, I understand why it needs to happen so that you don't, I'm guessing, so you don't really have to show us the ugly outside of your maps, Treyarch. But I'm also guessing that it may be because, I don't know, maybe it's because you want to make us like feel like we're actually in the snow and in the winter or something like that. I know you want to make us feel entranced, but I don't know if I like the fog. I understand why it's there sometimes, but I don't know why they need it still. Like, I think they could have probably taken that away for the new game. They even have that in Farm. That's why I brought up the idea. So I don't know. I'm kind of jumping around the place, but basically I don't like Call of the Dead because of fog and because of George Romero. Yeah, big guy. Yeah, he's not that hard to kill, but he's just annoying. So Call of the Dead, probably one of my least favorite maps, but I think I might hate that map even more than Shangri-La, which is my other map that I really didn't like that much. The only reason I don't like Shangri-La is because I couldn't get very connected to it because it wasn't very well, I played it the least out of all the maps, so this might be a little biased, but I felt least connected to it because, one, it was a really tight map, and it was not very interesting to me, honestly, at first. It just looks like a big, like, Mayan or Aztec jungle, and it looks cool from the pictures and everything, but it didn't look like anything super special. So I was like, okay, this might be cool, but I'm not really expecting anything special, you know. So I just play it, and I find out, like, number two, it has tons of traps and tons of areas to basically die. Like, there's a big waterfall where I would always get trapped, and I don't know. I think it might be a little biased. Nice, we got a break. It may be a little biased here, but I would definitely say that I don't like Shangri-La in a lot of ways. Shangri-La is a map that some people may like, and I know a lot of people do. The relaxing end gets around 100 on it, so great job to him. I just don't like the map that much. And so I guess you got to decide really between a map that I haven't really played that much and a map that I know pretty well. So I don't know. I have to say Call of the Dead was a pretty horrible map. So I'm going to go with Call of the Dead, even though I did almost complete the Easter egg, which almost doesn't really mean much, but I did almost complete the Easter egg for Call of the Dead. So I did play plenty of it. Basically, that's